Lesson 164. Rule over sin. Conquer mediocrity. God asked Cain a simple question saying, "If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Genesis 4:7. It is a simple train of thought, but if you think about it, how much do you really care about change? Most people, when they find themselves in the hole, they become even busier to dig themselves deeper, thinking that somehow it will make it right. But two mistakes do not make it right. No matter how much you try to justify the sin you live in, it can never be the right thing to do. You have the choices to either choose to conquer it and rule over it, or to continue to live in it, becoming a two-faced Christian, a part-time believer and a part-time sinner. There is nothing good that will come out of it. You will only live a life with regret, thinking you are trying hard to be in the right, not realizing you still have skeletons hanging in your closet. God says, you cannot become both hot and cold at the same time. You must choose a side and commit to it. There is where you will find peace and rise above the problems you face. Our problems can be solved by us if you decide to choose the right path and stick to it. You have seen a life of mediocrity, how it tosses you back and forth with no or very little progress. And this is because God cannot be mixed with sin. He will let you continue to do what you choose to do with no interruption. But His promises are unchanging, and they are real. No man who fully committed to Him has been shamed, because it is just not possible. To learn to rule over sin, you must learn to fill your heart with the abundance of God's presence. And this is possible if you become mindful of what you are doing and the path you choose and the decisions you make. The little thing you feed yourself has an effect on your life in one way or the other. Nothing ever happens immediately at a snap of your finger. Just as there is a path for you to have peace beyond understanding, there is a path for you to fall into sin as well. The only thing Cain needed to do was to acknowledge that what he did was wrong, ask for forgiveness, and do the right thing by giving the right sacrifice to God. But he chose to obsess over what his brother did and the favor he gained, and was jealous of him. And God was right. Sin was the one hunting him down. Those little voices telling him that he deserved what Abel had, until he chose the wrong path, which was his downfall. Proverbs 6:16. God says, "There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to Him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs up conflict in the community." In one way or the other, you and me have fallen to one of these paths, but God reminds us with this question: if you do what is right, will you not be accepted? Our God is a forgiving God, and He accepts you just as you are if you decide to humble yourselves. But you need to be quick to repent and quick to learn, so that you stop that endless loop of mediocrity. You must choose to rise above what is sinful and shameful before God and rule over it. Meaning that choose your weakness that you will decide to conquer, because you are one step away to become better and greater in your life. God is waiting for you to be ready so that He can be willing to bless you, but that won't happen if you go over and over again the same mistakes and expect something different to happen. You must come to a point where you say, "It is enough for me to be in this situation again," and make a turn to what is right and keep on focusing in doing what is right and never give up. The changes and discipline that you will create will build you to become a better person in other areas of your life. Consistency and commitment have to be on both sides. Not only to say yes to what is right, but also to be consistent to say no to sin. Avoid playing with sin, saying maybe I will just do it one more time, or maybe I will quit soon. The decision must be now and today, so that you can have a new path in your life. The more you delay, the older you get, and the longer it will take for you to see your breakthrough. Do what you can to the best of your ability, and let God do what you cannot do. And God, who is merciful and just, will show you His strength in time of need.